Imagination rules the world. Siobhan, Judith and Wilma imagine. And Scots and their pals lined the Fourth Clyde Canal. It's the 29th of October 2023. It's 2 weeks after the Chain of Freedom. My whole life has been absorbed by this project since the back end of January. I made 43 films of endorsement, from the wonderful Paisley Women for Independence to the First Minister of Scotland, Humza Yousaf. There are 5 parts of this film already in the public realm. And I come to part 6 wondering how to do it. And when I woke up this morning, I realised that I'd forgotten to change the clocks. The clocks went back last night, and I realised that 40 years ago, I was sitting in a church, wondering where everybody was coming for the christening I was meant to be attending. And then when they arrived, they told me the clocks had gone back. And of course, back in those times, the clocks on the continent changed on a different date to the ones here in Scotland. So I suppose you can excuse that. But it gave me the idea for this next part, because going back, we can then look forward, and future voices is what we're interested in. What's the future of Scotland? What's going to come out of this chain of freedom?
This next song's called Jock's Lament. It's a story about the Highland clearances, and we hope you enjoy it.
Is that your mum over there?
No, that's my grandma and that's my papa.
There will be no more blood, there will be no more tears. Enough of both but still over 100 years. There will be no more pain and no more death. You would stand or would fight. Love and pistol by right. I won't ask again for what is mine. For my first foot forward, soon my ground of one is borderline. Soon my grand upon this borderline. Hey, yo! Cheers!
I'm Tina, this is Chris. We've come from Glenrothes today. We're going to play some tunes for everybody afterwards.
Might lead everyone into Auld Lang Syne.
Yeah, good call.
Just excited for independence.
Yes.
Tip top. And so do you do this just for fun, or do you make some money out of it, or what do you do?
It started off for fun, and then places asked us to play, so we decided, hey, better make a band. So,
Yeah.
Why not?
Finding Kenback.
Peter and Alice,
And where are you from?
Stonehaven.
All right. I like Stonehaven. It's my, I'm from Elgin originally, so I always call that kind of area my bit. My neighbour, she always says, it's those bits, they bits. Why did you come to the Chain of Freedom?
Social media was advertising it, and my husband and I both support independence.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And what would your main reason for bringing Scotland to an independent country?
Responsible for our own welfare, everything. We're responsible for everything. Our money,
Yeah.
our wealth,
Instead of
our
giving
resources.
Instead of giving it to the government.
I love the sunglasses.
Yeah.
So, what motivated you to come to the Chain of Freedom?
Oh, just the experience of being with everyone with the shared goal of an independent Scotland.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? Because I've been from bowling to here today. And of course, it was early in the morning when I left bowling. But it's a different kind of thing for the marches. Have you been on one of the marches?
We've been on the marches as well, yes. It's quieter, but it's friendly. It's,
Aye.
you know, it's nice.
Yeah. I think
And
it's quite
the
an...
weather makes a difference as well today.
I'm going to be fascinated because lots of people are sending me material, because obviously I can't be in every place that there wants to be. Quite interesting to sift through it and see what the whole thing in one go. So here we have Yes for EU, and how are you doing today, you two?
Well, it's a lovely sunny day, and we're just about to hold hands.
Really
Chain
good.
across Scotland, Chain of Freedom. Yeah, it's a good day.
We'll get there one day, won't we?
Let's hope, yeah.
It's I mean, it's great being here in the sun, and we can see folk that way and folk that way, but of course we've got no idea what it's like for the whole length of the canal that we can't see, so hoping to see it in pictures later.
Yeah.
We need these people here.
And the flag, yeah, the flag.
We need these people to fill the gap.
Just put your arm up.
This side.
Yeah, but we need a record of this. Well, yeah, but
We're missing about 2 people.
well, yes, and I'm exactly.
Hello, hello.
You alright?
standing on the street today with my yes badge on. A stranger, he approached me to tell me I was wrong. He said I was a dreamer. Well, I let him have his say. I say, yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of an Independence Day. And when that day comes around, 'cause coming will for sure, we will have a country where all can be assured. A nation of equality, fairness and respect. And the government we vote for, it's the government we get on Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of an Independence Day. Oh, well, I'm no anti-English, Northern Irish or the Welsh. I'm just dreaming of a country that distributes its wealth. Downtrodden people have opportunity to break the chains and free themselves from the traps of poverty on Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of an Independence Day. Well, I know I am fortunate, I know well off I am, compared to those in Syria or in the Palestine. I'm just dreaming of a country that one day will be free to determine our own future and our people's destiny on Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of an Independence Day. An Independence Day. Independence Day. Yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of an Independence Day. A stranger, he approached me to tell me I was wrong. He said I was a dreamer. Well, let him have his say. I said, yes, my friend, I'm dreaming of an Independence Day.
Scots were high when Wallace bled, Scots when Bruce's often led. Welcome to your gory bed, or to victory. Now's the day and now's the hour, see the front of battle hour. See approach proud Edward's power, chains and slavery. War will be the traitor knave, war will fill the coward's grave. was so base to be a slave, let him turn and flee. Why for Scotland's king and law, freedom's sword will strongly draw. Freeman stand and freeman fall, let him on we may. By oppression's woes and pains, by your sons in civil chains, we will drain our dearest veins, but they shall be free. Lay the proud usurpers low, tyrants fall in every foe, liberties in every blow, let us do or deed. Scots o'er how in ball is bled, Scots when Bruce has often led. Welcome to your gory bed, or to victory.
That's the way to do it. Good afternoon everybody and welcome along to the Forth of Clyde Canal, where today we're representing Scotland in the Chain of Freedom. So I shout chain, 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 you shout freedom, freedom, freedom. Chain, chain, chain.
Freedom, freedom, freedom.
Chain, chain, chain.
Freedom, freedom, freedom.
That's it. Got you eating out my hands. Absolutely fantastic. Well, go down here and try it. See how good you are at singing. I shout chain, chain, chain. You shout freedom, freedom, freedom. Chain, chain, chain. Come on. Chain, chain, chain. Do you hear that? That's a bonny sound. No, just the BBC. I'm going to just stop here because so far this is the best part of the chain I've seen. Check that out. Look at that. So we'll try it again. Chain, chain, chain.
Freedom, freedom, freedom.
Chain, chain, chain.
Freedom, freedom, freedom.
Whoa! God, you made my day. Well done. Is anybody too cold? Anybody want a dram? I haven't got a dram, I've got plenty of water.
Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free. Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free. Siobhan spoke with Judith, said back in the old country, they made a chain of humans despite the tyranny. 2 million stood hand in hand across 3 countries to show the world that they wanted to be free. Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free. Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free. Wilma said to Judith, I like the way that sounds. We'll make a chain of Scots, they'll come from every town. 75,000 Caledonians standing hand in hand to demonstrate to the world independent Scotland. Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free. Caledonia, Caledonia, Sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free. Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free. One more. Caledonia, Caledonia, sing along with me. Caledonia, Caledonia, chain of freedom set us free.
Please state your message at the sound of the tone.
The city is quiet, morning is breaking, the people are making their daily commutes. But down in the south side they've spied a big white van. The government say they're to end a dispute over two men who settled and thrived in this nation, who made it their home and who worked all their lives, torn from their homes on the holiest day, and judged by the press through innocent eyes. The suits down in Whitehall make justifications for tearing a family apart in the street. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. But the people of Glasgow, they took to the streets, defending their neighbours raided at dawn. For 8 hours they sat there chanting and singing, your home is in Glasgow, you're where you belong. Why should we continue to stay in this union, a union that doesn't treat us with respect? We should carve our own path and set our own rules, and value the people we ought to protect. The suits down in Whitehall make justifications for tearing a family apart in the street. You won't have a name when you ride the big. All they will call you will be. So think of that woman who makes the decisions, who wears her posh suit and who smirks at the press. She thinks taking back control means deporting our people instead of the issues she ought to address. No one is illegal, no matter where you come from. We're still toiling through Westminster's lies. The system is broken, but we see a way out. It's time now for Scotland to stand up and rise. The suits down in Whitehall make justifications for tearing a family apart in the street. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be. Is this the best way we can grow our own nation? How can we move forward if we can't agree? And they shouldn't be sad to ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees.
If you wish to leave a record of your call, please state your message at the sound of the tone. connecting to the sound of the coast.
Hiya, Morag. So, have you had a great day?
I've had a brilliant day. Absolutely.
Where'd you stay normal?
I'm actually from Fraserburgh, Aberdeenshire.
Okay.
But I'm down here just out visiting family. And I've coaxed that they come along. You shouldn't expect to be part of us today, and she's just loved it.
Oh, good.
My cousin Janice.
Come on, Janice. Come and be in the film. So, Janice, you're from around here. She's from foreign Fraserburgh parts. I'm Elgin myself, so... Anyway, tell us all about it.
Well, today, when I got up, I didn't realise I was going to be here. But for being Scottish and seeing it all, I was absolutely thrilled and delighted to be part of it.
Tell me who you are.
I prefer to be called Maria, but it's
Maria.
Gordon.
I've just kissed a girl named Maria.
Maria.
And suddenly the name. Anyway, tell me all about your day
Are you
here.
a Gordon for me or a Gordon for you? And if you're nae Gordon, you're nae used to me. But anyway, we've come together today to celebrate our beautiful country, Scotland, and to understand that Ireland, Wales and England and Scotland were beautiful nations, all as different islands and different culture and different needs and different financial way of doing things, that we want our own. We want to have our own sense of what we can achieve together. It's nothing to do with separatism, it's the very opposite. We're joining hands with our European friends and our English neighbours, and if you're resident in this country, you know, you'll be really glad that you're living in this country. We can do so much better, and it's just lovely that we've all come together.
Smile, who knows. So who are you two lovely people?
We're Keith and Sue.
And where are you from?
Coldstream.
All right. You know, it's been such a diverse lot of people. There was a lady from Fraserburgh there was someone from Stirling, there was someone... It's wonderful. So if you had what drew you to this Chain of Freedom?
Just the general view that we need things to demonstrate to the people of Scotland and anybody else who's looking that there is sufficient interest in being an independent country.
Because you won't get it on the mainstream media. Thank you. So it's just to show that we are here, and although the mainstream media would have you believe that, you know, we're dead and gone, and we're not. We're here, we're big, we're strong, and we're just as eager as ever we were before.
So here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you all from?
Peebles, yes,
And there was a bit of salvo there, I saw. So are you all salvo, just you?
No, all of us.
All right. And now that nice lady, I recorded her at Hope Over Fear the other day.
Sarah Silvers?
Yeah, your chief, your captain. Yes. Yeah. And have you had a great day here at the Chain of Freedom?
Yes.
What was the best bit?
Hold my soul tight.
Just to see all these
like-minded people, right?
It's an interesting event, wasn't it? Because it's not like the marches and very quiet actually, although there were some noisy people down up on a bridge. Here's this flag blowing in the wind with names of various different people who couldn't get here today for various different reasons. So, tell me who you are.
Hi, my name's Janice.
And you've got all these names for these. How did you get these names to put on your flag?
Well, mostly just looking at the Chain of Freedom, and there were a lot of people that really wanted to be here today but couldn't for all different reasons. And in the middle where the Lion Rampart is, basically I've put on 4 legends of Scotland. They're Margaret MacDonald, Willie McRae, Jimmy Reid as a socialist, and Nicola Sturgeon.
Here's Phil, and he's been doing all the logistics and everything for the Chain of Freedom in the last, gosh, how many months? It's been
7
ages.
months, I think.
Yeah. And so, as a whole, the 7 months, how do you think that's all gone, and did it work?
Yeah, 7 months was a long slog for what seemed to be just something that went in 5 minutes. It was finished and over with, and it was very enjoyable. The overall experience was very, I would say, mind-bending. A lot of registrations. Wilma and Judith will know all about that, and Wilma and Judith were fantastic with promoting the event. I didn't have a clue with that, so I'm basically a person with numbers. That's what I do. So,
but you had a good few numbers here at the Falkirk
really well
Wheel.
Attended. I think we got extra numbers from people who joined us at the last minute. So that was fantastic. The crowd was in a good spirits. It was a lovely day, beautiful day. I think everybody really enjoyed it.
It was a different atmosphere from the marches, wasn't it?
It was different, and I spoke to people who don't do marches. Many of the people here don't do marches, so I think starting events like this is really something that can complement the marches. I don't think we should finish. I'm a steward for All Under One Banner, and I've stewarded for Yes To, so I don't think we should stop doing marches and continue in every single thing that we do for as long as we need to do it.
This week on Changing Lives, we catch up with Liz. Liz works in local government with responsibility for improving local democracy and economic development.
Since independence, we've enjoyed full employment locally. Our democratic structures have improved, as they're now based on our progressive Nordic neighbours, and we've got smaller local councils, so we're more accountable. In fact, everything's more accountable and so effective. We've learned that through local decision making and inclusion, more money stays locally too, so we can invest in real jobs, in housing and local improvements. Our taxes and energy resources can now help reduce people's bills and create jobs and homes in rural and redeveloped areas. Our natural resources and people are no longer being exploited by others.
As a local government worker, Liz has seen how our newly refreshed and revitalised democratic structures have cascaded from our Scottish Government right down to the local community, bringing with it the positive impact of independence, which has been felt everywhere from the borders to the Western and Northern Isles. And this rebooting of democracy has also transformed Scotland's international relations.
We joined other small, like-minded Northern European nations that lead the world in well-being and true prosperity. And we enjoy free trade and movement again. So it's meant we've been able to attract super talent from abroad, as Scotland needed more skilled people to meet the needs of its newly burgeoning economy. Our international trade is booming. For example, we've got now over 7 ferry links to the Baltic states alone, and many more throughout Europe. And we use ships run sustainably on Scottish-produced hydrogen that were built in Scottish shipyards again. Scotland's reconnecting.
Scotland is at the top tables throughout the world, no longer projecting power, but promoting peace. And this country is now seen as the most modern example of a truly inclusive, just and prosperous democracy. The United Nations sees Scotland as a laboratory for good, as it leads the world in clean tech, sustainable energy creation and truly democratic systems and institutions. So much so that people from around the world come to see how it's done.
We reached out to the world and within, to every inch of our land and communities, with positive change seen everywhere for everyone. And that's thanks to radically improving the connections we have between our politics, our policies, people and place.
And for Liz, while the process of Scotland's democratic renewal has already achieved so much, this is just the beginning.
We opened our curtains to the world. We threw them wide open. We saw everything more clearly. We got out there as a free, fair, democratic and prosperous nation. And we've only just started.
Sean Harris, Scottish Vision.
Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, sweetest hours that e'er I spent were spent among the lasses, oh. There's naught but care in every hand, every hour that passes, oh, signifies the life, oh man, when it for the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lasses, oh. The world erase me riches chase, and riches still may fly the more. When at last they catch them fast, their heart skin they enjoy the more. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lasses, oh. But give me a canny hour at even, my arms around my dearie, oh, and worldly cares and worldly men may get taps of teary, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lasses, oh. For you so douce you sneer at this, you're naught but senseless asses, oh. The wisest man the world has saw, he dearly loved the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lasses, oh. Oh, nature swears the lovely dears, her noblest work she classes, oh. Apprentice hand she tried on man, then she made the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lasses, oh.
In England, they have two television stations other than the BBC and the ITV, which are professionally funded and staffed. They generally support the right wing of politics. In Scotland, we have the BBC and the STV, who seldom mention independence, and certainly did not show up to the Chain of Freedom. We do have these to promote our cause: Independence Live, Broadcasting Scotland, Future Voices, and SPVR, doing the best we can with very limited resources. If you are able, please donate to help us continue helping in the struggle for our independence. Please download and share. You're encouraged to download and share this film provided there are no alterations, additions or editing. To download, click on the full screen button on the player, click right on the film and save as. It's 400 to 500 megabytes, so use a computer. All video and photographs other than those credited, sound recordings and interviews are copyright of SPVR 2023 and may not be used for any purpose without written permission. Email spvr@spvr.org, www.spvr.org. This is the official film of the Chain of Freedom Scotland, 14th of October 2023. That is almost the end of part 6. From Bowling to Falkirk, thousands of people, hand in hand, for Scottish independence. All thanks to Siobhan, Judith, Wilma, Phil and Paul and the admin team. Start planning, make a chain in your area. We must all be going in the same direction. We must put aside any differences. End of part 6. Watch out for the epilogue. Unchain the unicorn. Set Scotland free.